Ready.
Ew. I'm just gonna like avert your eyes to Instagram. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Device show where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. How much is it going to cost you to fill your tank this February? A lot more than January. Unfortunately, we have all of the updates on that.
And Emirates has resumed flights to Beirut after a 5-month suspension.
How you can take a trip down memory lane with His Highness Sheikh Hamdan.
And Dubai folks are over the Kunafa chocolate dupes.
And later on in the show, we're super excited to welcome Rochelle talking all about mega pop star fame to becoming an inspiring mompreneur, and that's happening at about 8:50, so please stay tuned.
And in today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny, highs of 16 to 23 Celsius. It rained yesterday.
It did, but not as much here in Dubai.
In Dubai. It rained so heavy. Oh my God, it was such a heavy rain. And then suddenly stopped and it became sunny.
Where? It wasn't raining here. Where were you?
In Dubai land, next to Global Village.
It's been so cold, not able for it.
So cold.
But Ras Al Khaimah got some weather. Sharjah got some weather. They had to hold off on the entrepreneurship festival for a while.
No, but everyone was there.
But it lasted until later. Yeah,
okay, good.
It got a bit messy. But we have another PSA announcement for you. Please avert your eyes from Instagram for the rest of the day if you do not want to be it's just not right for feed, right? Like the Grammys, huge event going on in the States right now, and all people are looking at is Bianca and Kanye.
I feel like it's such a respected event. For you to come just like that, I feel like it's super disrespectful. You don't need the fame. If you want the fame, you're already dating Kanye West.
Oh, I don't know if it's her though. I wouldn't judge her for this. I would not judge her for this.
But you can say no if you don't want to wear something. I think you can decline.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes
you can decline.
Yeah, but you're in those relationships.
But
I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying you're in those relationships. Guys, if you haven't seen it, we'll give you the rundown because we can't share it with you. They arrived at the Grammys like this. She's wearing a lovely big coat, and then she takes it off to reveal not much. And
no, not much, nothing.
Nothing. And I think when you've been living in this region for a while, you kind of respect the respect.
Yes, exactly.
And I think there should be respect for the performers. Like we should be talking about who's getting the best album.
Exactly. Your work.
You don't need to go so big on your red carpet outfit to take all of the headlines. Because why are you there?
And I'm sure she did this is just to turn heads. 100%.
But they don't need to.
But they want to. They want to make it to the headlines. They want to be they want to be spoken about on TikTok. They want to be spoken about on social media. I'm sorry, but can I say something? She kind of looks like Kim Kardashian.
She really does.
It's creepy.
She really does.
Even the same hairstyle.
Imagine how that must feel for both of them.
Kanye West, you have a type.
Kanye West has a type. In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny highs. Oh, we've already said that with 16 to 20 degrees. Let's jump into our top story of the day. We haven't actually reported on petrol in a while because it stayed pretty stable. However, petrol prices to rise by 5% in February. I hope you filled up yesterday.
I didn't.
If you're hitting the roads this February, brace yourself. Fuel prices are on the rise. After homesteading in January, the UAE fuel price beginning this month.
So here's what you need to know. Super 98 is going up to 2.6 dirhams from 2.6 dirhams to 2.774 per liter. Special 95 will climb from 2.50 dirhams to 2.63 dirhams. And E plus 91 is rising from 2.43 dirhams to 2.55 dirhams. And if you're driving diesel, that's moving from 2.68 dirhams to 2.82 per liter.
A lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's approximately 5%. So whether you're topping up or planning for a road trip, expect to feel about a 5% pinch at the pump. Will this encourage you to do some fuel saving hacks? You know what I remember? Can I explain? Like, we don't know really what a fuel pinch is. I was speaking to people from the UK maybe at this weekend, and they're like, you never fill your tank in the UK.
Why? Do you fill it half?
Because it's so expensive. It could cost, what were they telling me, 160 dirham, 160 pounds, which is like 4 times the price to fill a tank. So no one fills a tank. You put in 20, you put in 30 pounds maximum.
So you take public transportation instead?
Yeah, you just drive less.
Drive less, okay.
I remember when I was younger, maybe this because we were like broke kids, but my teenagers, but my brother, when we would drive down a big hill, he would turn off the car to save petrol.
How can you turn off the car when you're driving?
When you're driving, you see,
so it goes down.
You freewheel.
Oh, yeah. That's actually so smart.
I don't know.
So it just slides down
because it was a long, slopey decline of a hill.
He is so smart.
Well, you do what you need to do. Could you imagine 160 pounds?
That's a lot.
So it's 160 dirham, so 200 multiplied by 4. So imagine it's 600 to 700 dirham to fill up your car.
That's a lot.
Every week.
No, that's a lot.
Imagine if that's what it was costing you.
And we're complaining about those increases.
So let's look at this 5% and say not bad.
But if you think about it, it's around, let's say, 20 to 30 dirhams maybe. Extra,
for what?
Extra. From last month.
But it's manageable. It's still
manageable.
Unless you run a logistics company or you have lots of taxis or a fleet of cars, we don't need to worry too much.
Or you just use public transportation. Or like, thank God that you're not in the UK.
Yeah, I'm speaking about Ireland. It's just
even in Jordan, it's really expensive. That's why a lot of people just walk instead.
Yeah, all over the world. And they're making that possible here too. Let's jump into our next story of this morning.
So good news for everyone. Emirates has resumed flights to Beirut after a 5-month suspension. Emirates has resumed daily flights to Beirut after a 5-month suspension. The airline first halted the operations on September 24th due to escalating regional tensions, extending the suspension multiple times for safety reasons.
In addition to Beirut, Emirates has also reinstated daily flights to Baghdad as of February 1st. This follows an earlier suspension of flights to Iraq, Iran and Jordan in early October due to regional unrest. While some routes remain affected, this marks a great step towards stabilising air travel in the region.
With flights back on schedule, it's a positive sign for regional travel. I'm really happy for this news because just a month ago in December, or actually 2 months, my friend, she wanted to come here from Lebanon. And she struggled to find flights. It was really difficult.
Because they're all packed out and only a few airlines were traveling?
Yes, exactly. Limited airlines were traveling and they were full. They were so packed. So she was struggling. She was so stressed and she wanted to make it before New Year's. So I hope this opened before, but now she can come back anytime soon without having to struggle to find airlines.
And it also, you trust that Emirates is only flying when they know for sure
it's 100%
it's safe. So for many reasons, one, air travel will be opened up for more people to fly in and out of Beirut and Baghdad, but it also means that the region is certainly notably
coming
safer.
To a calm, yeah.
Yeah, which is, I think
2025 is a good year for peace. Yeah, this
Let's
is a good
hope
sign.
So.
Let's hope.
Let's
not
so.
jinx it, please. But this is a sign that we're reaching regional peace, hopefully.
True, it's on the way. It's on the way.
Hopefully.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. If you've been here for 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan, the Crown Prince of Dubai, wants you to take a trip down memory lane. So do you have stories to share? His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rochelle Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Defence and Chairman of the Executive Council of Dubai, has launched Earth Dubai. And this is basically a plan to collect stories, to collect your life experiences that highlight Dubai's growth and the lives of its people across the generations that have lived here.
So the project aims to preserve the Emirates' rich history and cultural identity, ensuring future generations to stay connected to the legacy of their ancestors. This reflects the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, reinforcing Dubai's journey from its foundations to becoming a world-leading city.
So there will be a platform for community submissions. There'll also be school campaigns inviting members of the city across all age groups, across government, public, private sectors, to share interesting anecdotes and stories with the purpose to enrich Dubai's heritage as it continues to inspire generations to come. So the interactive platform is being developed to gather historical and cultural accounts of its past from individuals and families.
To access the Earth Dubai platform, please log in to www.earthdubai.ae. Oh, I can't wait.
What story do you have that you want to go down in the Dubai history books?
Do you have one?
Lovin Dubai.
Oh, that's so cute.
Lovin Dubai.
Lovin Dubai.
I want that to be in the
Hopefully
Dubai
Lovin
history
Dubai.
books. And now I can. I've been asked to share my story and now I can. How great is that?
You know, and my core memory is the building of the metro and Burj Khalifa.
Right, yeah.
The process of building it and the anticipation and us waiting for it, and when it finally was done and was finished with the construction, it was such a big moment for everyone. So I think it wanted to be Dubai Metro and Burj Khalifa.
My core memory was when they announced Expo and we all got a day off.
Oh yeah!
You just remember being part of that. But I think what this is doing though is even when they're doing school campaigns, they want to speak to parents. They just really want to get into not just the significant milestones of the city, but the core memories of the community.
Yeah.
So I remember once not too long ago, we shared a carousel from TikTok, which we later removed because the person asked, which is fair enough. But it was a lovely story of photos of their Dubai from the 70s, 80s, 90s.
That's very nice.
It was so interesting to see it. And if that person hadn't shared that on TikTok, we would never have seen it. And I would never have known what Jumeirah looked like in the 70s, 80s. So it's really interesting to gather, like I've only been here 10 years, it's a drop in the ocean, but for people who've been here for 20, 30 years to share their stories and their images with the city, and then they're going to gather everything together. How cool.
It's like a carousel pole, like sliding through the pictures. It would look so cool. I hope they create it into a video though. I love video productions.
A 40-second video, please.
40 seconds, please, because my attention span is so short.
It's got to be on TikTok. We're not going to see it. Could you imagine? No, but like it's going to be a massive archive.
Yes.
Oh, so great.
Even you can see a difference in 3 years only. Like a lot has changed here in Dubai. But if you look back in 10 years, like we didn't have the big. Now, what's the big hit? I think Palm is a top destination, right?
I don't know.
Remember, it used to be Dubai Hills, yeah. But it used to be Sheikh Zayed Road with the whole restaurants. Tony Roma's, I think.
Tony Roma's.
Yes, it was the big places to be, like the Sheikh Zayed Road and the
now
hotels
there's too many.
Now there are too many places to be. Yeah.
It's like someone comes to the city and I'm absolutely flabbergasted and overwhelmed when I'm asked to make a schedule because I'm like I have no idea.
There's a lot happening.
How much time and money do you have?
Every year there's something new to do.
Anyway, earthdubai.ae is asking for your input. This can be an amazing archive of your stories. We can't wait to see what comes out of it. It will take some time, no doubt. Let's jump into our next story of the day.
So are we over the Kunafa chocolate dupes? I am.
I'm not.
You're not? Dubai foodies have had enough of the Kunafa chocolate dupes. It all started when a local foodie took on Instagram with a PSA calling on restaurants to stop remixing the viral Kunafa chocolate into every dessert and drink. Original one. Stick to the original one. I'm so over the dupes.
You're over like pistachio chocolate?
I love pistachio on chocolate, okay? But the Kunafa trend, it's just too heavy. And it's everywhere. I feel like no, khalas, like look at the talabat order, it's everywhere.
Oh my god.
It's a drink, it's dessert, it's coffee.
What did we put in the search for that? I'm over the fakes. Like I think it's
But sometimes the fakes they do taste good, but I'm just over the trend.
Yeah, they taste really good. I think it's not fair for other people to capitalize on the actual Fitz chocolate, like make your own. Like that cake, I could eat that. That looks great. Oh, it's so good. Like there's a reason people are capitalizing on it because it's a new tasty treat. Like I think about Fix chocolate all the time. It's so good. So I know I know why people are capitalizing on the trend. It's a free trend.
But look, people have voted that they're enough of the trend. They've had enough. Yes, we've had enough.
Miserable.
Yes, we've had enough.
Miserable people.
200 votes. 600 votes.
600 people.
We're over it.
200, 600. 600 people have had
600 on WhatsApp. I'm like 200.
Miserable
It's
people who
becoming
have no happiness in their lives.
Listen, it's nice. It's a nice trend. It's a nice addition. But I feel like don't add it to everything. Make it special. It's a Dubai special thing. Yani. It's a chocolate Fix special chocolate. You don't have to put it on every dessert, every menu.
Fix have made, let's move on from pistachio, Fix have made a pretzel chocolate. I haven't tried it, but I can imagine.
It's going to be so sweet.
I hope they put some pistachio in there to make it really good.
It's going to be so sweet. Think of something original, please. No more pistachio kunafa paste. Thank you so much. Done. Okay. We are over
Rid
it.
yourself
Okay.
of something delicious.
Do not
just
put it on
because-
menus and then double the price.
I'm for it. 8 8:46 on Monday morning. We're so excited to welcome our next guest, Rochelle Humes, from megastar fame to inspiring mompreneur. She'll be with us after this very short break. Please stay tuned. Okay. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we're joined by the incredible Rochelle Humes, a member of the Saturdays, one of the UK's biggest girl bands, but she didn't stop at chart-topping success. Rochelle has gone on to become a TV presenter, entrepreneur and author, building an impressive career on her own terms. We're so thrilled to have her here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me. It's so nice to be here.
Thank you for coming.
No, of course, my pleasure.
So I want to ask you a question about something that you posted yesterday.
Oh, what did oh, you've got a better memory than me. What did I post yesterday? I'm scared.
So you posted, we're on our way to Dubai to begin a new chapter.
Yes.
Are you moving to Dubai?
I want to move here so badly. I'm like very close. But no, my new chapter is my baby brand, My Little Coco, is launching here this week, which is so exciting. It's been a long time coming and really trying to figure out the market. And it's our 5th birthday back home when I go back to London. And it was just really sort of finding the right time to launch in the Middle East, and that is this week. So I'm so excited to bring amazing baby skincare to Dubai.
Baby skincare, I love it already. Tell us a little bit about My Little Coco. What inspired you to start a baby skincare brand?
Well, I have 3 children of my own, and I was pregnant with my 2nd child actually, and I couldn't work out that you could use some products on, toddlers, but you couldn't use them on newborns. So it was kind of my mission to develop a range that was safe for the whole family and that was incredible products, good for diverse skin tone, for hair care, and bring in that real premium quality to the high street back home.
And can I ask, you're having a media week here to launch it, and are you doing that in other places in the world as well, or why Dubai?
This is our first stop. I love Dubai. I spend so much time here. I've got lots of friends here, and they were probably the main reason that they were like, it needs to come here, it needs to come here. And I just really felt that when I was here, that was really missing, that kind of disruptive baby care. And yeah, that's what we're ready to do. So I'm so excited.
If we'd ask, what is the perspective of UK people of Dubai? How would they describe it?
I think that's a really good question, actually. I think when I as I said, I spend a lot of time here, and I think ease. I think the way that Dubai is set up, it just makes everything so easy for everybody, and it's obviously weather all year round. That's one thing that everybody thinks back home. They're like, where should we go? Dubai. The people are so nice, so welcoming, and I think instantly you think of luxury.
Luxury, true.
Yeah.
And sun.
Yeah, and sun. Always sun. And even when it's not like you guys that live here would probably say it's not the warmest at the minute. Exactly that. Exactly that. My friends are like, it's freezing, and I'm like, this for us is wonderful. Like we are.
That's summer.
At home, it's like frosty this morning, and like here, it's just so beautiful. So yeah, the vitamin D levels for you guys are always up there. Everyone's happy here.
Actually, we need to take vitamin D pills.
Because you do not, because you've got it. You're blessed.
We never go out in it.
We never go
out. But I do want to jump into the Saturdays.
Yes.
Such a huge group, selling 5 million records in the UK and Ireland alone. Huge tunes like Ego. But if you were to look back on that part of your career and give yourself one piece of advice before jumping into a pop group.
That's a really good question. I look back at that time so fondly, and we just genuinely had a ball. I would kind of probably look back and say, this is just the beginning, because I think at the time it's kind of, we were a group in the days where there was a sort of a different kind of pressure, and everything was based on like visual, and you have to snap back, and this 5 girls have to be perfect. And I think I would probably say to my younger self, like, it's all right, you're going to be okay, and you're going to figure it all out. I think I put a lot of pressure on myself back then to have the answers and, do everything just right, but I couldn't have predicted where my life was going to be now. So I think,
Your perspective changed now from back then?
Oh, completely. The whole family since instantly as soon as I had my first. It was kind of a bit of a weird time to be in a girl band but be pregnant. It was kind of a bit of a taboo. But looking back, I just wouldn't have changed a thing. And here we are now.
Here we are.
And you've done so much since then. What would you say would be, I guess, your biggest career, personal achievement?
I think for me, launching my own business. I think for me that has been a massive milestone, and to be celebrating our 5th birthday very soon feels like a bit of a pinch me moment. But to be kind of now here in the Middle East is another milestone again, launching again, which is really, really nice and really exciting. So I think, out of everything I've done, launching my own brand, because I've spent so many years being the face of everyone else's, so to have my own is definitely, something I'm really proud of.
You've previously been very vocal about representation in the beauty industry. Was there a specific moment or incident that made you realize, okay, it's time to have this conversation?
I think the dial has changed a lot from when I was growing up, right? There was diverse products on the high street. That just wasn't a thing. You had to go to niche shops to find what you needed. So for me, it was really being part of the movement to make sure that my kids and, that generation of children have that with ease. And it's so interesting because when I first pitched My Little Coco to different retailers, they wanted the whole line and they liked the association with perhaps I hate the word celebrity, but a celebrity face. But a lot of retailers weren't interested in our curly hair products, and that was the reason for me. It was making that available and accessible and the quality that it should be. So it was like, we want this range and we'd love to do something with you, but we don't think people are going to buy the stuff for curly hair. And one thing I was really passionate about was not changing the way that looked and making sure that was the focus. And it's so funny because the people that didn't want it missed out, because that continues to be our bestseller month on month, year on year. So I think it's always been a passion of mine, and I'm just really excited that I've noticed how it's changed since then. And listen, there's still a lot of work to do to make sure that everywhere's inclusive, but I do think slowly we're getting there.
What are the other kind of biggest personal challenges that you faced in the last, since launching your own business?
Oh girl, how long you got? I think it's really interesting being female in quite a male-dominated world. I think so that the landscape of that took quite a lot of getting used to, and I think being taken seriously. You know, I think when I started out, I've been a real sponge with my team and everyone around me, and I absorb as much as possible, because when I started out, it's not my strong point, right? I've always had someone else making decision on my behalf, and I think it has been something that I knew I could do, but I never had that opportunity. So I think learning on the job, really sort of being committed in that. But I think what's interesting is I walk into certain rooms and people think I haven't got a clue, but I use that as my superpower, because I kind of like being the underdog.
It's so interesting hearing you saying like this isn't my skill set, because like you've done so much. And
Yeah.
from an outsider's
Yeah.
perspective, you're so smashing it. So like, what do you think is your biggest, what do you think is your skill set? Like, what do you think you're best at?
Well, what I'm best at is marketing. I'm best at detail, execution, creativity. That's my strong suit. But I think I don't have a business degree, right? I kind of have learnt on the job, and I think I've learnt a lot, and I know that I'm good at what I do now, but it wasn't what I'd ever trained to do or ever set out to do. It kind of happened, and I've sort of stumbled along it by, you know, being passionate about something and it being a bit of a beautiful accident. But yeah, I feel it's never too late to kind of pivot, and I think that's really important. And I think maybe women aren't taught that enough, that actually at any point you can say, well, why not? You know,
True.
Why not you? Give it a go. So yeah.
So you've been in the spotlight your whole life, a girl band, and then a TV presenter. Have you ever faced backlash or criticism?
Of course, I think that's the nature of the beast. I think that, you know, you're not always going to keep everybody happy, and I think that's something that you really just have to get used to, and I've definitely got a thick skin, and I know that I'm privileged because I get to do what I love every day. I wake up, and of course it's stressful, and sometimes I'm like questioning my life choices, but I'm passionate about what I do, and I've always had that fire, and you know, I love it so much, and I feel really lucky that I get to do something that I enjoy so much. I'm sure that you guys, right? You know, when you love your job, it doesn't feel like work. Or sometimes it does, but you know, that's the way that I lead. So, but yeah, of course, and there's always going to be criticism, and you're not always going to keep everyone happy. But that's what it's like having a family, right? You're always going to upset someone without knowing, and I think that's the way I take it on.
What was it like launching your brand, My Little Coco? Like, is it like nervous, anticipation? What was the first reactions from the public that you got?
Oh, I was so nervous, so nervous, but just so excited. I just knew that I was on to something, but it was that first week, and we were like #1 in hair care and #1, and it was and not just in baby, outside of baby and Boots. It was like a bit of a pinch me moment. However, the real challenge was, you know, everybody bought it, but are they going to continue? And when they run out, are they going to buy it again, or are they want to try something else? So that's been the job, is keeping everybody into it. But what's amazing is we haven't had to do much, because the product speaks for itself. So
How did you create a product that was better than anything else on the shelf?
I think there wasn't anything that I hadn't tried, and I think it was really figuring out what I loved about certain things, or what I felt that it needed more of or less of, or, you know, yeah, I'm the biggest product junkie you'll ever meet. Like, nobody's got a bathroom cabinet like me. My husband, it actually drives him mad. There's a lot going on, but
Love to see it.
You wouldn't, because it can never stay nice. You know, like even when I think I've organised it, there's just something else that's added, and I love it. It's always, even, you know, before all of this, like my first paycheck would be spent on like finding new. That's just something that lights me up.
Trusted source.
Trusted source. Yeah. Oh, girls, I could talk to you for hours about products.
Well, have to ask, since you're sitting here and you've got off a flight and you look amazing, like, what is your top skincare recommendation? Like, if it's a hack or it's a product, we're here for it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh, getting off a flight, I think it's more about like moving. Like, I feel I didn't do much of it yesterday, which I wish I did. But you know, I'm really that. Last night I was there with my face roller, just loads of like vitamin C works really well on my skin, and I think everybody, it's relative, isn't it? But vitamin C oils, or they work really well for me just for like brightness. But I'm like, I've got a face roller that's like a double-ended
I saw you on it.
I did too, yeah. Honestly, I'm like, that is, I swear by it, just for like the puffiness and the like.
Yeah, I always struggle
your-
with puffy face from the flies.
Oh, you should definitely look into one. And if you put it in the fridge or the freezer and it's cold, it's shocking, but you're gonna wake your face up.
Will it fix my puffy feet?
Feet or face? Feet. I've never rolled my feet, but you know, you can give it a go. I'm sure it would.
So, have you ever been given an advice that stuck with you?
Oh, I actually have a podcast that I launched in the new year that is called Ladies Who Launch, and it's been brilliant. I've got to sit down with lots of incredible females. I've had Emma Greed and Jo Malone and lots of different incredible women. And actually, Emma Greed said something that I think is so powerful. And she said that her mum always taught her that you're not better than anyone else, but neither is anyone better than you. And I think it's such a good outlook to have, to always sort of stay humble and grounded, but equally, they're not better than you, right? We're all one and the same. So why not go for it? Why not pursue your dreams? And I think it's actually something that I have then since told my children. So I think it's so important.
It's so nice. Why not, gals?
Exactly that.
People tuning in today, you're launching My Little Cocoa in the Middle East, so how can they find it? Or if they want to learn more about it, how can they do so?
We are heading straight to Spinneys after this, and that's where we kick off. Which
I love spinnies.
Everybody that's here loves Spinneys, and so do I. I was like, it's a whole experience, and Mum's World too. So we launch.
Nice.
We're kind of rolling out in lots of places, but the first stop today is Spinneys, which I'm really excited about.
Awesome.
Oh, can't wait to see My Little Cocoa on the shelf.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, girls. I'm so excited.
Massive congratulations and best of luck with the launch. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
Really
you so much
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Thank you so much for being on the show. It was nice having you.
Thank you, Massa. And that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
So funny.